Hi everyone, I'm with Liz Ladue, and Liz is a member of the 2012 Purdue All-American Marching Band. Hi Liz.
Hi Jim.
Tell me a little bit about, let's start with your music background. What did you start playing first, and how old were you? And
I was about 7 years old, and my parents always believed that we should have musical education, and that instrument always started with the piano. All my siblings played the piano, including myself. So up through 8th grade, I played the piano. Starting in 3rd grade, I played the flute. When I got to high school, I actually switched to French horn and mellophone for marching band.
So how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 3 other siblings.
Wow. Well, that's quite a transition though from flute to a brass instrument, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It's different.
Mm-hmm. It helped that I knew how to read both treble and bass clef because French
Sure.
horn does have some parts that go between the two.
Okay, so you picked French horn when you went to brass?
My director told me, showed me this what do you know what this is? And I was like, I don't know what it is. And so they had me try it, and it was a different instrument. I wanted to try something different, something that was more challenging. Mm-hmm. So I always pushed myself to.
You still play the piano today?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
It's mostly for a hobby now. I try to take lessons over the summer just to improve my skills.
How about the flute?
The flute I've stopped playing.
So,
I focus on French horn.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. And you're a junior.
Yes, I am.
So besides talking about your music, you have a couple positions in the band that I'd like to our viewers here to know about. The first one is you're head of the advancement office. Can you tell me a little bit about what is the advancement office? What does it do?
The advancement office is a relatively new office. It started about 4 or 5 years ago. Jay wanted to create an office that would outreach to our alumni and donors. So it all started out just by writing long letters to our alumni. It actually kind of looks like this. Mm-hmm. And we just thank our donors for their generosity to the department, because 65% of the department is funded by our donors, so our office is very important. And we evolved from that to different committees. We also focus on scholarship, communication, and stewardship as well.
And you have other members in the advancement office. You're obviously
Mm-hmm.
not, you're ahead of the advancement. How many students are involved?
This year we have 20 advancement officers, not including myself, so a total of 21.
And those are all volunteers?
All volunteers, and 10 new officers this year are new. So we had great recruitment this year for the office.
What kind of time does the advancement office take in a normal, say, week or month for you?
Usually it's about an hour a week. The officers will come in and work on their letters, and later on in the year they'll work on creating awards for alumni that have been very successful in their careers, and we recognize them at every banquet. We also reach out to our seniors every year and encourage them to become donors to the band and start giving back to the department where they've made a lot of their memories and lifetime friends.
Sure. Now, you also work with, as an advancement office, you work with the band advisory board, do you not?
Yes, I do. I work with the band advisory board. I am the head of the scholarship committee, and I work with mainly Lisa Todd, and we just exchange different ideas for how we can reach out to our donors and just emphasize how the scholarship
Mm-hmm.
fund is very important, and how the students really appreciate and kind of rely on that.
And for that you get to go to Florida in January, don't you?
Yes, I do. This is actually my 2nd year going to Naples, Florida,
good.
this coming January, and hopefully, Cassandra Moore will be coming with me, and Nick Pisfer.
Okay.
Nick, he's a trumpet player. I
Yeah.
don't remember his last name. Bad. And can we stop?
And one more person. There's only
There's only 2 right now because the one student left after the past year, so we are actually going to be recruiting a new freshman or sophomore to come with us.
Okay, well maybe some band members will be watching this video, and they'll want to help you out with the possibility that they might be able to go to Naples, Florida, huh?
Mm-hmm. Because right now, like the band department does fund our trip, but
Sure. They don't, so you don't have to pay for it.
no, we don't.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
it is very helpful, and we're very privileged to just be able to give student input to the advisory board.
Yeah, and I know they appreciate that because I sit in that board and they enjoy hearing from all of you. And then you're also chief of staff.
Yes.
What is chief of staff anyway? Sounds important.
It is very important, and it's a very complicated question because there's so many different areas. Basically, I supervise all the other offices, and I am the main communicator to the directors. That could include the offices, but it could be about anything, whether it's the ensembles or band. So I'm the basically main go-to person if the directors need a student input.
So some of those other officers that you're talking about would be like clothing, supplies.
There's 5 other offices, including which does not include advancement, but you'll find out more about those later.
Yeah, from the others. I guess lastly, I don't know that everybody that's watching this understands how this really is also a student-run band. That if it were left to the few directors, what are there, 5 or 6?
Yes.
It would be very difficult because things like uniforms, like advancement, like supplies are really a large part run by the students.
It's very, but on each and every office is very time consuming, and the directors are really focused on all the logistics concerning of their respective ensembles that they're assigned to direct. And they can't focus on uniforms and instruments and passing out the music. It's just impossible for the directors to have time. So, and it's not just the offices, as well as the marching band and concert band. We have principal players leading their sections.
Sure. And you see, for example, when you march down 3rd Street, the number of people it takes from operations to block traffic so the band can go.
Yes.
So, and of course clothing is a huge, not just for the marching band, but tuxedos for the concert bands and so on. Well, yeah, without the students, the band would be in trouble. The university would have to hire a lot more people.
Yes, and probably in total we have at least 80 officers.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yes.
Wow, okay. Anything else you'd like to add before we bring this to a close? Did I forget anything, or you'd like to talk about anything else?
I think that's it, but thank you everybody for
Okay.
viewing this video.
All right, you have a nice day.